So I like that you guys really focused yesterday, okay? And you really looked at some of these quotes about what it means to be equal. And we're going to expand on this today, so I wanted to review it. Next, I want to kind of do some cool history stuff. Have you ever heard of primary or secondary source? Yeah? Thumbs up if you know what the difference is. All right, who here can kind of explain what the difference is? Who thinks they can do it? Miko, tell me.
Primary source is the main idea to cite evidence from the actual creator. And secondary source is main ideas from many sources.
Great. So let's look at, you tell me guys, does it say primary or secondary source? Just look right over here. This is a very famous historical photo and it relates to what we're talking about today. Primary or secondary source. Don't say it out loud. Okay, well, give me a 1 if you think it's a primary source. Give me a 2 if you think it's a secondary source. Okay, go ahead and put your fingers up right now. Look at this picture. Does it say primary source or a secondary source? So primary, everyone. I want to see everyone's fingers so I can know exactly what we know. 1, 1, 1 primary source. Okay, for everyone that has a 1 up, you are correct. Okay, this is a primary sourse. And we're not going to dig into what this means yet. Tomorrow's lesson, we're going to kind of talk a lot about it. But I did want to preview this. Does anyone have an idea of what's this showing? Anyone have Anna, tell me.
It's kind of like the time where segregation was where African American people were separated from American people.
Great. So we're talking about segregation. And I like the fact that you use that word because that's one of our academic words that we're going to be focusing on today. And we're actually going to see, we're going to look at our learning target right now, where segregation was legalized. Okay? How it became legal in the United States. So let's go to our learning target, guys. I actually look forward to that. And who wants to answer that for me? What are we expected to hand in next Tuesday, August 2nd? Devin, tell me.
I don't know if I know.
Sorry, try.
You're expected to hand in your first period.
So method reflection, but it is the page position paper that we're doing. So what we're going to do, guys, is on Tuesday we're going to come in and we're going to write a position paper answering our question that we focused on yesterday. All right? So right now I'm going to give you guys some more info on what we can do to enhance or understand that question. So let's look at our learning target. Please turn to the next page. Okay, you'll see it's located on the board. But I will put it up here just so it's larger for us to see. And this is what we're doing today. If you guys can go ahead and write this down. Okay, these are our targets. Okay, so turn to the next page. Today we will. That's the first part. So that I can, and I know I'm successful when. Let's take about 1.5 minutes to do this, and I'll go ahead and read this for us so we understand what we're doing. Okay, so today, guys, you are going to examine, that means look at, the effects of Jim Crow laws on African Americans living in the South. If you don't know what Jim Crow laws are, great, we're going to read it today and figure that out. Second thing, okay, you're doing this because we want to consider the origins of segregation. So I like the fact that, Anna, you already mentioned segregation and what it is. We're going to see where it came from. We're going to see where that term came from and the legalness behind it. There was something called the separate but equal doctrine. Okay, you're going to learn exactly where that came from. Okay, why is this important? Well, one, you guys are going to write a position paper on it next Tuesday, August 2nd. But beyond that, okay, we want you to explain the effects of Jim Crow laws and trace the origin of separate but equal doctrines of Plessy versus Ferguson. So you're actually going to get some primary sources, okay, which can help enhance your writing. Okay, it's really going to help reinforce your guys' argument when we discuss what we're talking about next week, which is same-sex classrooms. All right, so I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds to finish writing this down.